because of its great advantages, obtaining Spanish nationality is the goal of many foreigners. However, their general rule establishes that you must spend 10 years in the country in order to obtain it. And even though it brings many advantages, that turns out into a complicated and distant goal for many. But this should not be the case, because there is a way to radically reduce this time and be able to get citizenship in just 2 years. How? What requirements must you meet? How exactly does it work? Well, in this video you will find all the answers, but stay until the end, because we will not only understand how to get nationality in 2 years, but also how to achieve it in even just 1 year. So let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Gerard. I'm the marketing responsible at Balcells Group and Immigration Spain ES, and in today's video we're exploring again one of the most important topics, which is Spanish nationality. We'll see how you can obtain it in just 2 years, which are the different options, the requirements, and also how to obtain it in just one. So stay until the end, because the content of today's video is really important. And remember, if you haven't done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are posting new videos every single week, and now more than ever, with all the changes that are coming in the upcoming weeks, we'll be posting weekly explaining everything that you need to know as a foreigner in Spain. So let's get started. So there are different ways in order to obtain Spanish citizenship, and one of the commons is Spanish nationality by residency. This is a procedure by which a foreigner can apply for citizenship after having been a legal resident in the country for a minimum period of time. That's to say, she has obtained a residence permit and has renewed enough times until she has been in Spain for a minimum period of time, so that she is considered to have sufficient ties with the country to be able to obtain nationality. In general, this minimum period of time is 10 years. Hence, after 10 years living with a residence permit, you will be able to apply for nationality. But remember, this is very important, 10 years as a legal resident, so the time as a tourist or stay periods, for example with the student visa, do not count here. But there is a way in which this time frame, these 10 years, can be drastically reduced to as little as 2 years. How can I obtain Spanish citizenship by residency in just 2 years? The law states that if you are a national of one of the following countries, you only need 2 years to be able to obtain Spanish nationality. We are talking about Portugal, the Philippines, Andorra, Equatorial Guinea, and any Latin American country. This is due to the historical links that Spain has with these countries, both in terms of language and shared customs, etc. That's to say, if you are from any of these countries after just 2 years in Spain as a legal resident, you could obtain Spanish nationality. But here we must clarify something really important. According to the civil code, you must be a national of origin of one of these countries. That is to say, if for example you have acquired Mexican nationality at the age of 20, this time reduction would not apply since you are not a Mexican by origin. Also, keep in mind that being a national of origin of any of these countries does shorten the minimum time of residence in Spain to be able to apply for nationality, but this is not the only requirement. You will still have to prove that you have been in Spain during this time continuously, that you have no criminal records, and that you have passed the sociocultural exam, the CCSE, and the DELE A2 of Spanish, the Spanish language test, if your language is not Spanish. But if you are not a national of any of the countries that we have seen before, do not worry, because there are other 5 cases that would also allow you to obtain Spanish nationality and do it even faster in just 1 year of legal residence in the country. If 1, you marry a Spanish citizen, this is known as the nationality citizenship by marriage. 2, if you did not exercise your right to acquire Spanish nationality by option. 3rd, you have been legally subject to the guardianship, custody, or foster care of a Spanish citizen or institution for 2 consecutive years, even if you continued in this situation at the time of the application. 4th, if you are the widow or widower of a Spanish citizen, as long as the time of the spouse death you were not separated either de facto or judicially. And finally, if you were born outside of Spain to a father or mother, grandfather, grandmother, as long as all of them were originally Spanish. And here's how you can obtain Spanish citizenship, not in 10 years, but just in 2 or even just in 1 year. If you need extra help, if you need our advice from our immigration lawyer team to make that a reality and help you obtain Spanish citizenship, send us an email at info@balcellsgroup.com. We'll be more than happy to help. And of course, If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and find out more useful content like this one. See you in the next video.